Hello everyone, Steve here from Tech Toy Tinker and Retro Arena. A friend of mine, Keo, sent me this video last night. It's of a YouTuber named Vic VP. He's talking about helping somebody on an issue they're having with the Odroid XU4 and the Game Station Turbo case. We're going to watch a couple minutes of it and then I'll talk some more.
What's going on, guys? Vic VP back with a Game Case Arcades video. On this one today, we have an unfortunate person that got scammed on a 6 terabyte plug and play Odroid system. I'm gonna fix it for him. I'm gonna bring it back to life, and we're gonna be talking about this. Honestly, it's a piece of crap. Stay tuned. Alright guys, yo, Joe, if you're not following me on all the socials, what are you waiting for? Be sure to follow me at Vic_VP. You would have seen everything, all the joy, especially coming to this Odroid, my new beautiful background masterpiece behind me. I have the camera set up specifically for that because games don't load or I can't play any games. I press buttons on the controller and nothing happens. I asked him to put a keyboard in. He said nothing happens, nothing works. Some particular systems, the games load, but you can't actually play or start, which I did experience. Like, I'm gonna go through the whole thing. Honestly, it's fairly well. I can't exit the emulator. You need a keyboard, and yes, and that's where I'm gonna go into another one. For example, PS1, second player doesn't work, and I couldn't save the configuration. So, like.
All right, so now with that in mind, what we've just quickly looked at, I'm going to touch base on the issue about, what happened to this user. When he bought this preloaded, pre-set-up image, it doesn't come from Hard Kernel, Odroid. It's got nothing to do with Retro Arena. This is a third company taking our software and our work, and the work of many others, packaging it and then selling it for a profit. And according to what I've heard in this video, they're doing an absolutely terrible job of setting it up. You absolutely do not need anything more than a controller to use Retro Arena. There's a couple of systems you might need a keyboard for because they don't offer joystick support. But outside of that, there's nothing else that you should ever need the keyboard for. Everything else you should be able to do just from the controller. Exiting games, getting into RetroArch and changing your settings, going through the emulation station, launching your games. I'd also like to point out that this particular version of Emulation Station used on the XU4 literally says Retro Arena not for resale, and they're reselling that. So we're going to go over here, and we're going to look at this here website. This is where this poor user bought this from. This is the bundle he bought, $525 US for an Odroid XU4 in a Game Station Turbo case, with a 6 terabyte hard drive, which works like crap from what I've heard and seen. This is our most comprehensive collection, an innovative and amazing creation for the new Odroid XU4. The XU4 is 5 or 6 years old. This is not their amazing creation. They took the work of myself, Hard Kernel, and the Retro Arena team, stuffed it with a bunch of ROMs, and then sold it. It's not complete and up to date. RetroArch is version from about a year ago or more. They didn't set up the game case properly. It's not displaying as it should. I'll click this video. See, all this stuff is the work of myself, Adrian, Steven, and the Retro Arena team. And it's being just taken and sold, which I have a problem with. Clearly the 2-year warranty is crap because the user bought this 2 months ago and they won't help him despite the fact that they didn't set anything up properly. It's bad enough that they're stealing from the community and selling games, but they don't even put it together properly. So much of what they're saying on their website is crap. It's not true in the first place. All these systems here that they're so proudly advertising are things that took myself and many other people a lot of time to not only build and compile, but put together, test, get everything working properly. Normal RetroPie, for example, only has about 90 systems. This has over 140. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, which I'm sure if you're watching my video is probably not many of you, Retro Arena, along with Ares or Aurora Retro Entertainment System, is and always will be free. It can be downloaded from the Tech Toy Tinker website here. You, of course, have to use your own games. We don't provide those for you. But the image itself is and always will be free. Also, Retro Arena is not the most current build for the XU4. That would be the Ares build. The point of this, though, is it's a bad idea for you to go through third-party resellers and purchase preloaded images. You can do this yourself in one evening with a little bit of time and effort, and it's going to work better because you set it up yourself, and you're not going to pay anywhere near as much. Why would you pay $525 for a 6 terabyte preloaded drive? You can get an XU4 and a GameStation Turbo case for maybe $150. So there's no point in paying, $400 for a 6 terabyte hard drive that's preloaded. Especially because most people, when they preload, just throw anything they want on. They don't test anything. You're not doing yourself any favors. And this Hyperspin Systems website is completely a scam. I wouldn't buy anything from them ever. With that being said, that's about all I wanted to say for this video. Retro Arena is not involved in this, nor is Tech Toy Tinker. This is completely their own thing, and we're not okay with it. Anyways, thank you for watching. Take care.